Hey guys, as you can clearly see, I am not in my place. This is actually my friend Kat's. I'm trying to keep my voice down. She's still sleeping. And the reason why I'm doing it here is because I'm so busy for the next couple days, because here in Edmonton it is Dead Fest, the horror film festival, fixing that. And yeah, I'm gonna be busy with horror movies, and I really wanted to make sure that I actually get a review done. So the movie that I've chosen to review today is something that Kat actually had here physically, and I was like, fuck yes, I'm gonna review this because I want to review it. It's a movie from Zack Snyder, and Zack Snyder and we've agreed on a lot of his movies. But there's a couple there that I fucking hate. But this one is so good. It's of his own concoction, and it's a great movie. I can understand why people don't like it, but fuck you, it's a fucking great movie. It's Sucker Punch. Basically what's going on in this one. This one is definitely a movie that almost is reminiscent of movies like The Descent and movies like Brazil, where the main character does something. I'm not saying that it's 100% like those movies, but hell no, because you can't even compare those movies, but it does have the same theme of somewhat freedom within yourself. And I think that's kind of an element that rings true to everyone. What happens in this one is it starts off with Emily Browning, who plays Baby Doll, and her mother just died. It's her sister, and her stepfather learns that Emily Browning and her sister are entitled to all this money. And he just freaks out and tries to kill them. In the process, Emily Browning's sister dies, and Emily Browning gets sent to this insane asylum because the stepfather pins the death on her. So in this mental hospital, she just pretty much can't cope with everything that's happening, and her stepfather plans this lobotomy with a forged signature, so she essentially has thinks a couple days to escape. So, realizing that there honestly is no hope for herself, she retreats inside of her mind, where she creates this almost like this whorehouse dance academy, where her and three other girls, Jenna Malone, who plays Rocket, I forget who plays Sweet Pea, and I forget who plays Amber. The chick who played Amber was in Sorority Row, and The Hangover too. She played Stu's fiance in that. Also Vanessa Hudgens, who plays Blondie, and it's all about them trying to help her sort of escaping through while dancing, while also collecting these rare horror items. But the thing is, though, it's not just like, oh, we're just going to collect these things. When Baby Doll has to dance, she retreats inside of her mind into a safe place where she gets in these epic battles, and there's this kind of like this guy, I forget who plays him, but he teaches her like all these valuable lessons, and Baby Doll has to go and get all these certain items. And just these battle scenes are great because they're so visually pleasing, and the music too. All the music is essentially covers of really good songs. There's Seek and Destroy, Tomorrow Never Knows, White Rabbit, Sweet Dreams Are Made of These, Where Is My Mind. Really great covers that go along really well with what's happening. But these fight scenes are just so visually pleasing. Like Zack Snyder, you can tell he's a total nerd when it comes to this movie, because there's such anime elements to the first fight, and then in the the whole like Dragon-esque Lord of the Rings one, it's just total fucking awesome, where it's just like, it's essentially a nerd's wet dream. And in the steampunk fight too, there's just pure elements where you totally know that Zack Snyder sat down and dissected the genre of what works and doesn't work. And the main story kind of takes over with at the end, I don't care if I fucking ruin this for you, Baby Doll understands that Sweet Pea kind of represents Baby Doll's all of her self-doubt and all of just any second guessing that she has, and so she decides that part of her needs to be free. That part of her needs to live on. So she lets that part go, because at the end it's just her and Sweet Pea, and so she's like, I'm going to stay here because you need to escape. You need to go on, and it's like she's accepting what's going to happen to her, and that's why there's that pivotal moment in the very end, right when the guy who does the lobotomy is played by John Hamm. he does it. He does a lot of me. And then he's like, you just see the look she gave me? It's almost like she wanted me to do it, which I think, is so powerful. And one of the most beautiful things about this film is how Baby Doll sacrifices herself for her own innocence, if you will. And a lot of people didn't really like this movie, and I can totally see why. I mean, this movie is kind of all over the place, and yes, the story isn't 100% sound, but I think if you're able to remove that part of it and look at it from that point of view, what the characters represent, it becomes a much more powerful film. And even if you don't like this movie for the story at all, you cannot deny that the visuals in the movie are not fucking badass. The battle scenes are fucking not badass. It's just it's so good. And also another thing that I really like about this movie, sorry, the thing I didn't like about this movie was the fight with the dragon was such a letdown, because when you see that dragon, it's like, okay, this bitch is gonna fuck shit up, and her and Baby Doll are gonna have this great fight. Didn't really go that way. I really would have liked to have seen that just go on, but what are you gonna do, right? Sorry, I'm looking at some of Cat's DVDs. I know. But yeah, that's just the way how it goes sometimes, right? But yeah, Sucker Punch, absolutely great film. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a 7. And for me, that's totally worthy. I can understand if people don't think that and think I'm fucking nuts, but you know what? Hey, I review movies for a reason. You don't like it, too fucking bad. So that's the way I see it. But yeah, thanks everyone who watches and subscribes here. As always, on the Real DVD Watchers, we appreciate it, even though it's really just maybe one person 1 week or something like that, because Lord knows we all have lives and we're all over the place. But hey, you know what? It's just the way how it goes, YouTube. But yeah, so thanks everyone who watches and subscribes. You guys rock, and I will catch you guys in a week's time. Later.